hope you're doing good and life has been treating you well. I'm super excited today because I have 3 awesome books to share with you, but I'll do it over 3 videos. So the books I'm going to share with you today are Wild by Cheryl Strayed, The Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and We Are Going to Need More Wine by Gabrielle Union. Okay, so I will start by reviewing Wild, so definitely check out the next 2 videos for these books. Okay, so I'll just get straight into it. I was inspired to pick up Wild when I watched what's this show called? Oh man, the name has evaded me. But Lorelai was in a really confusing space in her life, and so she, inspired by the movie Wild, decided to go on a hiking trip. Oh, Gilmore Girls. It's called Gilmore Girls. The 4 seasons on Netflix. And so she decided to go on a hiking trip. She never does anyway. She gets to the Pacific Crest Trail, but she doesn't go through with it. But anyway, that's where I first discovered the book, and so I thought, oh, this might be interesting. Let me get it and give it a go. And it was really interesting. So this is actually a true story of this lady called Cheryl. Her actual last name is not Strayed, but she changed it to Strayed after she got divorced. But anyway, so she tragically loses her mom like early on in her life, and it really affects her in a very deep way, and she just goes off the rails, and at one point even started doing drugs. But she decided to go hiking, and just the journey of the hike, the problems she went through, and the people she met is what the book is mostly about. Now, I really liked her writing style. She's very engaging, and it was overall a really good read. I think the major lesson that I got from the book is that grief can really change people, but sometimes it's, whether it does so negatively or positively, is how we deal with the grief. So in the beginning, the grief was really consuming her. She divorced her husband. She started doing drugs, as I said, and life was just really not going well for her. But then in the end of the book, we see a very different Cheryl, a Cheryl who had sort of, I wouldn't say dealt with the grief, but then I would say who has come to terms with the grief and is now sort of moving forward in a positive way. That was the main lesson for me. And this book didn't have like many sort of wise quotes that a lot of books have. Like by the end of the book you'd highlighted like 15 quotes or whatever. But there was one particular one that stood out for me, and it said, that's what fathers do. If they don't heal their wounds, they wound their children in the same place. I thought that was really profound, like mind-blowing, and just like shows that, well, the same ideas that I've had for a long time, that like maybe sometimes as a human being, as a person, you really need to put work in yourself. If there are areas that need healing, you really need to put in the work to heal those areas, because it not only affects you, but it affects people that are around you, it affects your community. But overall, it was an awesome read. Not the easiest of books to read, because like I think it's the version that I got. It's got really small words. I don't know if you can say. It's got really small words, and so you'd spend ages on one page. But otherwise, it was good. Anyway, stay tuned for my next 2 videos. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any book recommendations that you'd like me to read and review, by all means, please put a comment below and let me know. And I would also be interested to know what you're currently reading. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in and for hanging out with me. Till next time, see ya!